Okay. Okay, listen. So the reason I asked you to
you
stop
look
by
real
today,
mad.
I need you to watch this video.
Am I in trouble?
It's complicated.
How complicated?
Everything's under control, but I want you to watch this, and then we'll talk about it.
I have one issue that I need to address like the numbers on the house, and that issue is MP. Let's talk about MP. I'm hearing his coach isn't a fan, thinks he's more into fame than actually hooping. And I gotta say, I agree wholeheartedly. You ever hear of an NBA player with a YouTube channel? Michael Jordan didn't have no YouTube channel. LeBron James don't have no YouTube channel. Let's get serious here, people. I'll be shocked if MP starts a game this year. This coach isn't starstruck. He's going to make MP earn every single minute, as it should be. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. All eyes are on MP now. Is he going to fold under the pressure? If I'm Harvey Lesser, the GM who overruled his coach, I'm up at night sweating all over this. Good luck, Mr. Lesser. You and MP are going to need it.
This airs tonight. I've got a friend at Top Takes Daily send it over as a favor.
So you telling me Coach don't want me here?
You weren't his first choice, but that's not necessarily a big deal.
Oh, and you're sure about that?
Front offices have varying opinions on prospects all the time. What's important is how you react to it.
Okay, so how do you want me to react, Kristen?
Well, that all depends on what you want and what you're willing to do to get it.
What do you mean?
So you can either wait and see or speed the process up. But everything has drawbacks and benefits. It's not a simple calculation.
Okay, so what if we try to speed all of this up? What does that look like?
Go over Coach's head and speak to the GM directly.
But doesn't Harvey know everything that's going on behind the scenes?
He lets his coaches coach.
That sounds like a dead end to me.
No, but it does come with risks. Sure, Coach isn't going to like it, but he reports to the GM. So if you can present a solid argument to bump your minutes, it might be able to move the needle.
Okay, so what about my brand positioning? What's the hit for a guy who complains about PT this early?
Yeah, short term, it'll shape the conversation around you, no question. Some people love a player who speaks up for what he knows is right, and others want you to stay in your lane, listen to Coach, not question the organization. There's no right answer. It's up to you how you want to be perceived. So how do you want to play it?
You don't have a preference?
I'm here to provide you the menu, the pros and cons. In the end, it's up to you because you have to own it and live with the consequences.
Okay, word.
But I need to have an answer before you leave this room because if we're going to shape the narrative, we need to get out ahead of this now.
Dead honest? Just don't sit right with me not getting my shot because of some office politics.
All right, then we'll set up the meeting with Harvey. You tell your side of the story and we take it from there.
Okay, now you be honest. Do you think that's the right move?
It's one of several right moves. You'll know in your gut if it's the right move for you.
This is the move.
I'll set up a meeting.
Okay, for real, thank you so much for helping me work through this. I really appreciate it, Kristen.
Hey, man, that's what I'm here for. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care, Kristen.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
It's a new vibe, a new wave. I could ball around.
Are you guys ready for the competition today?
Ready to go. I love a little competition. I got the win last time, so let's see if I can do it again.
I've been looking forward to this all week, so I'm excited to get my hands on the controller and see what I can do.
Now we have something we're doing a little differently today. Like I said, you're facing off in triple threat, and we also have Brian on, and Brian's gonna give us some rules here. So Brian, lay it down. What's going on?
All right, guys. Well, this is a bit of an all-star matchup between two big 2K players. The NBA All-Star Game is coming up. So
it's time to introduce the Boston Celtics. In the middle,
And welcome to, well, this one's about...
Thanks, Brian.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Anunoby, the 3, with Siakam at the 4. Fred VanVleet out there with Goran Dragic. And it's Birch in at the center position, locking down the middle. And a new... Should we wait to evaluate what this play, you think?
Well, BA, I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate, and a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
Williams is checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Smart. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. Brown passes to Williams. So they take the lead.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Outside Barnes. VanVleet, the pass to Barnes. Driving inside, and he makes it on the layup.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Boston has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Brown passes to MP. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And Mobile One has announced that they'll be partnering with MP. Both sides seemed ecstatic after getting this deal done.
Yeah, BA, this is definitely a mutually beneficial deal. MP continues to build his brand, and Mobile One gets one of the league's brightest young stars.
Dragic misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And the emergence of Jaylen Brown's ability to take over at the offensive end, Grant, it's been a joy to watch.
Oh, such a joy. I mean, his improvement as a ball handler may be the biggest reason. He can drive the ball either direction now, create the space he needs for his jumper, and he's no longer a turnover waiting to happen.
Dragic passes to Barnes. Clock at 6. Pass to Siakam from downtown. Hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. He rifled that one in from distance. MP's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
VanVleet finds Dragic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
MP shot is off. Toronto trailing. Barnes passes to Siakam. VanVleet outside. Back to Dragic. From deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right. And with his slithery, slashing style of play, Goran Dragic.
Try to get inside the frame.
And Grant Dragic has always been that triple threat. Shoot, drive, and pass.
Yeah, and I played with him for many years in Phoenix, BA. I mean, he was just fantastic. You knew he had a chance to be special. He's always had that knack for getting downhill and getting his feet wet in the paint.
Fred VanVleet.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
They've got MP, Juan Hernan Gomez out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Pritchard in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. MP, the pass to Kanter. Back to MP. 3-pointer. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Kicks it out to Barnes. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Barnes has got 5 now.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Kicks it out to MP. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And how's that for a response? MP wasting no time dropping a triple of his own there.
Pass to Achua. Van Vliet outside. The lob. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. MP outside. Lets a 3 fly. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Van Vliet with it. He has 7. Boucher finds Van Vliet. Trent outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot from the wing.
2 minutes.
That one off the back iron and out. The Celtics have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Tipped away. MP against Trent. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
To the inside. Dragic. And the officials whistle. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Schroeder comes in for MP. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
MP getting it done for Boston. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Horford. Canner comes in for Jaylen Brown. Richardson's checked in for Smart. And MP subbed in for Schroeder. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Achua's checked in for Birch. Boucher comes in for Siakam. Barnes, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Trent in for Dragic. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
You know, I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team. But then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
So for Toronto. So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
So it looked like you were hunting for threes at the expense of keeping the ball moving. Now, can you comment on that a bit?
I'm not sure I see things the same way.
Well, how do you mean, MP?
Well, the team comes first. I shot the ball from deep tonight because I had the looks and I had the hot hands. If I didn't, I'd just as soon give those shots to someone else. The bottom line is winning, and that's all I care about.
All right, so the big question is who's going to be representing Team Chris and who's going to be representing Team Alexis? Brian, how are we doing this?
All right, well, I've got a $1 coin that I'm going to flip heads or tails, and we'll say heads is going to be Team Chris and tails is Team Alexis.
Sounds good to me. What do you guys think?
Sounds great.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, since this is the first time Elijah Dream is joining us for a My Team Challenge, Elijah Dream, you get to call it. Heads or tails?
I'm going to call heads.
Heads it is. Let's see what happens.
All right, here we go.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams as we're just about ready. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the MD Agent. Well, Kevin, that was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And now the opening lineup for Boston. On to the front court along with Tatum. Smart is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And checking in for the advantage of their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Williams against Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
They kick it out to Green. Off target with his three.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
A three from MP. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets leading by 4. The kick out to Porter. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Wood. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And operating there in deep, Wood makes a nice adjustment there to get his shot.
Brown hangs in the air, and the layup is good. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, and he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And the Rockets making a change here. Waba's checked in, and then for Boston. Cantor checked in for Jason Tatum. Hernan Gomez comes in for Brown. And it's Richardson in for Dennis Schroeder. Gordon for 3. Can't hit that one. And it's Boston the other way. The 3 from MP. Hangs home the trifecta. An MP, a player who gained fame early in his life, Greg, was a bit of a social media star, though, during high school. I remember watching his stuff.
MP has been posting clips of him playing since his high school days. He has a huge social media presence because of it. But some front offices question if it impacts his dedication to the game.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly
3 points.
Miss.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gordon up on top. Richardson cover. Houston moving the ball around, and it's Gordon missing.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
MP deciding where to go with it. And again, Boston with the triple.
What a confident long-range bomb by MP, not allowing the distance to intimidate him.
MP has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He delivered 9 points from 3-point. Now John Wall, one of the most explosive guards in the NBA.
When my jump shot's going, it opens up the floor.
But Greg, we've seen plenty of other players improve their jump shot during their time in the NBA.
And as he slows down with age, I think that will be the key for Wall, increasing his confidence from range.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Rockets, Martin is out there with Christian Wood. Then it's David Nwaba. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Porter in at the 2. Greg, we heard the rumors early in training camp. This team is a bit torn on their view of MP and how he should be used.
Well, from what I heard, the front office loves him. But the man making the lineup doesn't agree, and it's become a point of contention. You wonder when MP will get a chance as a starter.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent.
Checking in for the Celtics,
on the wing, Porter. Gordon against Brown. This is it to Wood. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Wood. And he finishes nicely on the way. Wood's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside and forcing the ball into the paint.
A 3 from MP. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percent.
Jacks up a 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
And so that's the end of the first half. Celtics lead by... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the floor for Boston. On in the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with MP. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle.
And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
All with it, outguarded by Tatum. And the pass to Tice. Left block shot on the way. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum passes to MP. There's the drive. The kick out to Tatum. Back to MP. Fires it up. Another miss by MP. And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
MP, no good.
It's still early, but 1 for 4 starts in the half. That's a bad sign, if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Here's Tice. He's got 7. Tate kicks to Wood. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics leading by 10. The 3 from MP. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Wall finds Tate. The rebound by the Celtics. Schroeder's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tice has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Green slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Well, after winning the championship in Germany, Tice came to the NBA in 2017.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy.
Nice job on the offensive end tonight. Was there anything you saw from the defense earlier in this one that you knew you could take advantage of?
Well, they played true to the scouting report, so I've got to thank the scouts and the coaching staff for getting us prepared for this one.
Well, can you go into some specifics about what you were able to take advantage of?
You guys have the tape.
Come on, MP. Can you give us something?
Okay, well, we'll play those guys again, so I'm not trying to give away our secrets, but we're a prepared group. We watch the film, we talk, and we have different ideas for how to approach each game, so you saw a lot of that out there tonight. Mr. Lesser.
MP, come on in. Take a seat.
Thank you for seeing me.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. So your agents are telling me that you're having some issues with Coach.
It's just the one.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
Okay, yeah. You've seen the reports. It's about you and him debating on whether or not y'all was gonna draft me.
Talking about the Perkins thing?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
There's no truth to it.
That's not what I'm hearing, though. And look, it's not like I'm even in the starting lineup, so what am I supposed to think?
You think you need to be in the starting lineup, is that it?
Coach is not giving me a fair shake, okay? His perception of me because I have a YouTube channel is crazy. I'm putting in all this hard work and it's getting overlooked because I know how to market myself? Come on.
I am not in the habit of telling my coaches what to do, especially when it comes to lineup decisions.
And I hear that. I respect that, but I wouldn't ask you to intervene if I wasn't concerned. Could you just talk to him?
It's early.
He's not changing his mind.
It's early. All right, you know what? I will talk to Coach.
Thank you.
But first, we gotta get a couple things straight. First things first, this is gonna rub Coach the wrong way, and that is putting it lightly.
Look, if I felt like I was speaking out of turn, I'd be worried. Coach is wrong on this one.
If he decides to put you in the starting lineup, and it is his decision, MP.
Yeah.
Then you need to perform. You raise a stink like this and you go out there and you lay an egg, consequences will follow.
Look, that's fair. I can accept that.
All right. I need you to squash this with the press.
Absolutely, man. Look, I was planning on doing that anyway.
Not one negative comment. No hemming and hawing. No comments. You understand?
100%. I got you.
All right. I'll talk to Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Lesser. I appreciate it.
Don't make me regret it.
No regrets, sir.
Sounds fair to me.
Team Alexis is first. We are on the boards. Let's go. Who's going to be our first pick?
Number 1 pick for me, Nikola Jokic. I gotta go with the Joker.
All right, I'll make my selection and take Devin Booker.
Boo. My second pick, we got a center, so I gotta go with a guard. Shout out to Toronto, Freddie VanVleet.
First-time All-Star. Bet on yourself.
I know Chris is a big Lakers guy, so I gotta pick LeBron.
I don't need to say anything.
There you see the hustle and bustle of the Queen City. Oh, we're just about...
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown making his first All-Star appearance in 2021, his 5th season in the league. But
year after year, he continues to improve, Allie. Looking at the starting 5 for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum. They're the forwards. Marcus Smart out there with Dennis Schroeder. Well, we've got... Grant, how long should teams wait before worrying about their record?
Well, it's simple, B.A. If you have a bad record, you should always be worried. But most GMs don't think about making changes until about the halfway mark.
MP showing you right there how effective he can be from deep. Extremely confident behind the arc.
Ball against MP. And it's Ball off the drive. Oh, MP with a block. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Carey's checked in for Bridges. And the Celtics also making a change. Richardson's checked in. Here's Ball. That doesn't go either for Ball.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
That one's good for 2. MP's got 5 points.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Richardson against Rozier. Minute 32 left to play in the first. MP, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Pass to Carey. To end the run. It's not going to go for him. And Boston going the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
Well, last year they swept the season series. There was a talent differential between the two teams. We'll see if that gap has narrowed.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
So for the Hornets, McDaniels is checked in for Oubre. Bouknight comes in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball. Canner's checked in for Boston. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jaylen Brown. Bouknight can't get it to go. Well, the Celtics shooting a phenomenal 60% in the first. From deep, MP. He buries it from 3. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Bouknight. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Peyton Pritchard.
3 seconds left. No good there. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Celtics. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Ish Smith out there with Bouknight. then it's Jalen McDaniels, then there's P.J. Washington, and it's Carey in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Smith.
No lack of intensity from MP at the defensive end, going all out to affect the shot.
Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Last season, the Charlotte Hornets finishing with their best record in the last 5 seasons. With the addition of LaMelo Ball, this team finally has some talent to build around, playing a switching defense and going zone the most in the NBA. Guys?
Oh, fun to watch. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff. Williams on the wing, covered by Smith. With the 10-footer, again Boston.
Robert Williams.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Bouknight. Here's McDaniels. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shot from 12. That one a little long. Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. MP against Smith. From deep, MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Charlotte calls timeout. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
Boston ends up going with a new group. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And so it's the Boston Celtics. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things... Gomez is checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Schroeder.
One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Al Horford. Wanted on Gomez out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's MP, and it's Smart in at the 2. 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. From deep three-point range, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. Horford in the high post. MP outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges.
Nothing like a wily vet, and Horford is certainly that. I mean, he knows exactly when and where to get his points.
Carey's checked in for Charlotte. And you know, in the under 25 club, Graham, some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future. Soft interior D, and they've exploited him.
MP outside. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. An absolute bomb from three-point range. MP's got 17 points.
I mean, what patience in the pick and roll. MP just taking what the defense gives him.
Ball passes to Washington. Now here's Oubre. Washington outside. MP against ball. Looking to get it going. He takes it in. Oh, MP with a block. Violation. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Charlotte making some changes. McDaniels is checked in for Oubre. Bouknight comes in for Rozier. And it's Smith in for LaMelo Ball. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Canner's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Richardson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
The Hornets have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Washington. Here's Bouknight. Smith right side. And here's Washington. The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Canner. MP outside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You can't leave someone open on MP's squad because he's solid at recognizing the overcommitment.
They double him with MP. Right wing. Smith against MP. And Washington powers it through.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammates.
And Williams punches it home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
And it's Canner, that time on the assist by MP. Canner's gotten his first basket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Smith. Here's Bouknight. Shot clock at 6. Williams grabs the board.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
MP outside. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Really smart play from MP on the pick and roll, using it to create for his teammate.
And so it's Boston building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this.
Charlotte ends up going with a new group. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Boston. MP comes in for Richardson. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In the first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt. It's Bridges and Washington teaming up at forward. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Hornets 5. Pass to Rozier. Now here's Washington. Uses the glass on the layup.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
The Celtics have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. MP against Rozier. MP outside. Down low. Out to the wing. From deep. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against Charlotte.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Washington, a good look. Gets an open look and hits it.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. He could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Rozier gets the bucket.
Hey, I saw that coming from a mile away. I tell you, Rozier wanted to rise to the challenge of their last 3 to see who owns the arc.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to MP. Sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
7 seconds left to play in the fourth. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Hey, it's easy to see that you play the game with a lot of joy, MP.
Right.
But it seems like you're most joyful when the ball's going in the basket like it was tonight. Why do you think scoring brings out that side of you?
You know, I wouldn't put it that way. I think that's just your read on the situation.
But you sure look good like you were having a blast out there tonight.
That was more about winning than anything.
But you enjoy scoring.
For sure, for sure. But I enjoy all kinds of things. Locking up my man, finding an open shooter in the corner, hitting free throws. I find joy in all aspects of the game, so I think your evaluation is a little bit off, that's all.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
had to tell her, hey, this is what I do, babe. Okay, handles on the string, know I do my thing. Oh, you said your man ball, it don't look the same. Every park, every gym, they gon' say my name. Seconds on the shot clock, I'ma end the game, cause it's showtime. Nobody can stop it when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime, yeah, showtime. Can't nobody stop you when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime. Finally got the time on me. Bright lights on beam. Always gotta have big dreams. Gotta do big things. Mama gotta be proud of me. Cause I'm changing the game. I need a star with my name. You know who to call when it's go time. Lights, camera, action, it's showtime. Pull up in LA like I'm LeBron. Riding through that California sunshine. Dancing with the stars, check my footwork.
My last pick, we're gonna go with another guard, an ex-Toronto Raptor, DeMar DeRozan.
Ooh, he's doing well this year.
So we got two guys from the West. I'll go with the East selection and go with Cash Money Chris Middleton.
Love it.
Gonna be a good matchup. I can't wait.
All right, well, let's get started now with the triple threat all-star matchup. Nothing against you, Olajuwon Dream. This is really against Alexis, but I'm rooting for Team Chris.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not lost on the Wizards. Here they are, coming into the arena earlier on. An aerial view of downtown Boston, our location tonight, gives you a great idea of the beauty of this historic, and with pregame...
Thank you, Kevin.
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Here we go. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Wizards looking much improved over their rookie season.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
And Beal gets to Dinwiddie. Bounce pass Hachimura. Here's Beal. And it's blocked by Brown.
Twice on the pipe. Jaylen Brown with a message for the offense. Nice.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Here's Beal, driving inside.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
MP against Dinwiddie.
Celtics foul.
And Dinwiddie with some big shoes to fill. Steps into the vacancy. Westbrook left with the Wizards. Washington targeted Dinwiddie early in free agency.
Boston making some changes. Cantor checked in for Horford. Hernan Gomez comes in for Brown. And it's Richardson in for Dennis Schroeder. Davis Bertans checks in for Washington. Raul Neto comes in for Beal.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And Bryant kicks to Neto. Shoots over Cantor. Neto can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul him.
He doesn't get the second one. Wizards trail by 4. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. MP with it, defended by Dinwiddie. A 3 from MP. It's rebounded by Neto.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes to Dinwiddie. Good defense by MP. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From past the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Bertans with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And an early swap like that can really...
Wizards up going with the new group. And then for Washington, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Bertans, and Beal subbed in for Dinwiddie. There's Beal with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
We know this. Bradley Beal is an elite scorer who will take advantage of every opportunity.
Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Bradley Beal. Hachimura out there with Harrell. Then there's Daniel Gafford. It's Neto in at the point guard position. The pass to Harrell. And stolen by Tatum. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Beal against Smart. And stolen by Horford. And a fast break now for the Celtics. MP with the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. MP's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. Pass to Neto. Smart against Hachimura. Pass to Gafford. 6 on the shot clock. Neto, the pass to Gafford. Beal, that's for 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Boston ball. MP outside. That's good from Horford on the assist by MP. Horford's got his first basket of the night.
What a read from MP. I love how he looks to get it to his open teammates.
Beal with it, and it's Horford picking him up. 50 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. Outside, Beal shoots over Brown. Beal can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback. He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Passes it to Hachimura. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Neto. Tatum, and the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots. Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly checking in for the Wizards. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Harrell. Thomas Bryant comes in for Hachimura. And it's Bertans in for Kyle Kuzma. MP deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes.
There's 1:54 left in the third. And the 3 ball is good.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Bob Williams is out there with Ennis Cancer. Then it's MP. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Richard in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Wizards trail by 13. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Beal from long range gets the three-pointer to fall. Beal's got 17.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there'll be more in store.
The three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Gafford.
Yeah, way to put.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dinwiddie drives in. Count it. Dinwiddie's got it back down to single digits for Washington.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
The three from MP. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Here's Cantor. And good. Back and forth bounce on the right side of the rim.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The three from MP. And they recover it. And there's the pass to Pritchard. The three from MP. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And so it's Boston, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Washington. In the backcourt, it's Dinwiddie and Beal. Daniel Gafford is out there with Bryant, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond, and to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible and really blessing.
Substitution on the court. At the line for your Celtics, Al Horford. At the line with 1 shot.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
Knocked away and stolen by MP. It's up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
He saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here now is Dinwiddie, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Wow. Okay, walk me through your performance tonight, MP. What a thrilling show you put on out there.
It's a great team win tonight. I thought we brought energy from the tip, and that carried through the entire game for us. Great job from the bench, great coaching. It was just strong all the way around, and now we look forward to the next one.
You and me both. MP, good luck to you.
Hey, John, thanks.
Now I'm hearing MP went to his GM, Harvey Lesser, to complain about a lack of playing time. I blame you, Mr. Lesser. Can you believe that? A rookie, this early in the season, going to a GM to talk about playing time? This gotta be a joke, plain and simple. Back in my day, which was not too long ago, thank you very much, you had a problem with your coach, you went to him and you talked about it man to man. But that's this new generation, soft as tissue paper. They think everything should be handed to them because they're famous. It's not the way it goes. Well, I got news for you, MP. It doesn't work that way in the NBA. You got to earn it the old-fashioned way. No amount of crying to a GM is going to fix that. If you're crying, what the babies go do?
I understand that, Toby, but I think we both know that the coverage of this was woefully inadequate. Good to meet you, MP. My name is Catherine Hanover. I'm handling PR.
Okay.
No, I don't need excuses. What I need is for you to keep your promises and to do your job.
You know, I can just come back another time.
This will just take a second. Talk is cheap, Toby. I want results, or I will end your career. Do you hear me? Yes, I can wait. The hack editor for my kid's middle school newspaper put coverage of my daughter's science fair victory on page 3, below the fold. Page 3. Wow. Anyway, Mr. Lesser wanted me to meet with you. I'm sure you saw Kendrick Perkins had some words about your little talk with Harvey.
Yeah, look, I don't pay attention to none of that.
Well, I do. And we need to get on top of this. I'm setting up an interview with John Luck.
Okay.
You're gonna tell him everything's fine, you respect your coach's decisions. Uh-huh. Yeah? I know you can do better than that. Don't make me go to your mother on this, Toby. Any questions?
So many, actually, but I only got one about this interview. You want me to lie?
I want you to tell the truth. And for that truth to be that you didn't try to go behind your coach's back.
Actually, I kind of did.
You're being a real Toby right now, MP. You don't want to get on my bad side.
I can see that. Okay.
I am going to get a full front page spread for Kimmy's Potato Clock. You mark my words. I'll send you the details for the interview. You should go before this gets ugly.
I'm so tired of her bossing me around like I'm a child.
It's a new vibe, a new wave. I could ball in real life, this ain't 2K. And my girl said, look, you want a news, babe. I had to tell her, hey, this is what I do, babe. Okay, handle.
All right, my team professor, what's the strategy going into this game?
just want to play good defense. Jokic is always going to be a problem because of his playmaking ability. So I want to make sure that I can defense to offense.
My game plan. Oh no. Okay.
Okay, maybe we could get some points on the board.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying. He's got way better cards.
We chose our cards.
I know, tier-wise, he's got like the higher overall and everything.
Yay, we got.
Our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's the setting for the Celtics. The engineer of their offensive attack, MP, will try to deliver the win for them as they prepare for the task ahead at Capital One Arena. Celtics, Wizards, up next, right after this. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here with you. Our analysts tonight, Chris Webber and Grant Hill. Also, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Allie.
Jason Tatum.
All right, Allie, thanks. And the starting group for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum. Here we go. They're the forwards. Marcus Smart out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horford. New faces and new places this year, Grant. How long do you think it takes for a new player to fit in?
Well, you know, some players never fit in, but depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And it's tied up with that one.
At the line for the Wizards.
And the free throw is good, now leading by one. Here's Schroeder. MP outside. Launches a three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
So there's stretching the floor, and then there's what MP just did. A fearless long-range shooter.
Beal, the pass to Gafford. Here's Dinwiddie. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Here's Beal. And again, Washington, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
I mean, such a lethal scorer. Bradley Beal continues to improve. In addition to his scoring, a capable passer, and he's focused on becoming a better player.
Beal, the pass to Gafford. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Harrell. Gafford controls the rebound and the putback.
Hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. And here's MP from outside. Washington with a rebound. And Beal doesn't just look to score. He also looks to involve his guys.
Yeah, DA, and that's what real leadership is. And it's coming from Beal. And knowing this will help team chemistry, wanting to make his teammates better players.
Schroeder passes to MP. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Dinwiddie. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Three-pointer. Beal sinks the tray. Beal's got his second basket of the night.
Known for being more than an outside shooter. Beal loves getting some big ones to fire from deep.
MP shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. MP against Gafford. MP, the pass to Brown. From deep, MP. And they'll get another chance. There's Tatum with the three. That one is off. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Celtics out in front. And growing up in a sporting family, most of Bradley Beal's...
Mom said...
I like that system, Grant. Pretty simple. Supply and demand.
That's right. Give the people what they want. And I'd say he found his calling.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Juan Hernan Gomez. MP is out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Three-pointer, Beal, and again, Washington with a triple.
Now, what a baller this guy is. I love watching Beal come right back with a payback triple.
And here's MP from outside, and the Celtics another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Outside Bertans. Pass to Gafford. Beal right side. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Beal's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now, we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Cantor's shot is good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. And all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons, something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. MP, that one's good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Beal goes in, and then Beal with the dunk.
I like watching Beal finish with authority. He doesn't mess around when he's knifing his way to the basket.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Washington calls timeout. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively.
MP getting it done for Boston. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Making a switch here. Gafford's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. MP's checked in for Smart. Beal against MP. The shot. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Rui Hachimura is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Washington right now.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close. They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
And if you're compiling your roster for team rational confidence, this shooter is a strong cannon. He is never one to back down.
The 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
But what it had to be these days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Kuzma against Brown. Kuzma, the pass to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Tatum. Beal's shot is off. And you talk about Schroeder, a fearless scorer. Chris, very effective in crunch time as well.
He's played some big games. He's only missed the playoffs once in his career.
And you see Tatum using that insane reach on the catch. I mean, he can get it.
Goes up at the stripe. The Wizards with another miss. The Celtics with the lead. Here's MP. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one. Up top, Beal. 12 points for him. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Beal's got 14 points.
Beal is so dangerous in the open floor. He can burn you with his speed, his shooting, in pretty much every way.
Inside. Here's Schroeder. Can't get it to drop. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. He launched that one from way outside. MP's got 9 points now in the second half.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Washington making some changes. Harrell's checked in for Gafford. Bertans comes in for Kuzma. And Neto is subbed in for Dinwiddie. A big group substitution here for Boston. Canner's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Tatum. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Brown. And Richardson subbed in for Schroeder. Harrell down low. Canner's there. Harrell no good.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should
MP shot is good.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so it's Washington with it. It's a 13-point game. Here's Neto. And it's Kanter with a rebound. Boston on offense. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Here's MP. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
Once again, MP scoring. If I was his teammate, I'd give him the ball every possession.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Neto's shot is off.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
From deep, MP. The rebound by the Wizards. Hachimura outside. Beal against Richardson. Oh, stolen by Richardson. Now the Celtics on the move. From deep, MP. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Celtics. And we reach the fourth quarter in a... And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Okay, I've got to ask, is there anything you can't do on offense?
I'm sure Coach can give you a whole list of things I need to work on.
Oh, come on, MP. Don't be so modest.
Look, no, I'm being serious. I'm never satisfied. I've got strengths and weaknesses like everybody else, but even the strengths, you can't take those for granted or your skills start to atrophy. So you got to work on everything all the time.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.
Yeah, thank you, John.
All right, appreciate you making time to talk to me.
Oh, always.
So let's start with this. There's been some talk of late about the decision to draft you, and then not everyone might have been on board. Can you give me some insight as to what happened there?
You know, John, look, I'm sure it was debate on draft night, like in every franchise. But what matters is that the folks in charge believed in me enough to bring me here and invest in my future, you know?
So you feel the burden is on you to prove the doubters wrong?
Of course. Look, I haven't done anything in this league yet. I'm trying to stick and prove that I belong. I got no problem doing that.
Hey, you got time for another?
Actually, I got to run, John, but look, I appreciate you helping me clear the air, seriously.
Hey, anytime you want to talk, I'm available, all right?
My man. I'll talk to you, John.
Okay, MP, take it easy, my friend.
Have a good one.
Okay, you too.
It's a new vibe, a new wave. I can ball in real life, this ain't 2K. And my girl said...
I think if anyone's wondering whether Devin Booker is worth the grind, the professor is showing that he definitely is.
100%.
He is the man with the plan, and you get Middleton along the way.
Game, man. There it is. Team Chris taking the W. Alexis, I want to hear from you first.
Well, that was a quicker game than I thought it was going to be. And good when it took everything.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Chicago Bulls. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. This summer, 2 lottery picks, Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made 6 figures in the process. Green said it's a new route, and we're already seeing other talents following in their footsteps. Guys?
Good story, D.A. Thanks. You know, Steve, above-the-rim play always is captivating to watch. We should see some of that tonight.
Yes, Kevin. A lot of watch ahead because these guys can fly. I'm glad I'm watching and not trying to slow these guys down.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine.
Coming on to the floor for the Bulls.
Robert Williams comes in for Al Horford. And MP subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Bradley's checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Johnson. And MP recently adding a new accolade to his record, winning his first ever Player of the Week award.
Well, he really earned it with the way he's been playing. And if you keep delivering that kind of play, I'm sure he'll win many more. Not quite enough defense that time around, just lucky he was off.
And White picks to DeRozan. It's Bradley on the wing from 10 feet out. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
And with Kobe White, you hate to see him set. He's best when going at the rim. The defense wins if he takes that mid-range jumper.
Ball, the pass to Levine. There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. Levine double team. Shot clock at 6. Bradley dishes 2 to DeRozan. There's Ball with the 3. No good there. And the Celtics going the other way now. And Greg with Kobe White. He's a solid shooter, but teams have keyed in on him.
I just want to see him more in attack mode. He's a solid finisher when he gets in there, and it could take his game to the next level.
And there's the bucket from MP. And some off-court news, too, for MP. Not long ago, we learned he is partnered with Mountain Dew to be a spokesman for the company.
And Zach LaVine also with Mountain Dew. MP fits their brand perfectly. Makes sense they would work together.
And the Celtics making a change here. Richardson's checked in. And the Bulls making a change also. Jones checked in for Lonzo Ball. Jones, no one around him. And the Bulls with another miss. On the wing, MP. In the corner, it's Richardson. MP against White. The 3 from MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Showing some touch from deep there. When MP gets a chance to take the 3, he's all over.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Passes it to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Tatum against DeRozan. Outside Bradley. Looking to end the run. Jones, no luck. Brown against Levine. Brown kicks to MP. He kicks it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a set. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Well, Greg, there was talk about conflict with MP and the coaching staff earlier on, and it was not good. seems like it was more than just rumor.
And the last I heard was that the GM had to get involved. You have to wonder about the approach he's taking.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Enes Kanter.
Substitution
on the court with a new group. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. DeRozan comes in for Johnson. Bean's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso.
One thing MP's always had is a great feel for the game. He doesn't need to see a pass like that. He just feels it.
Brown against Levine. Shoots over Brown. And again, Chicago. No good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's MP for three. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his third assist on the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Right the pass to DeRozan. Unloads from 13. And it's good off the back rim and in. DeRozan's got 10 points.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
MP kicks to Brown. Smart passes to MP. Can't nail the jumper. And stolen by MP. Here's Williams. And no good on the last second attempt this time. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar.
Coming on to the
some changes. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Jones comes in for Johnson. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
So for Chicago right now, the guard set is White alongside Levine. DeRozan out there with Derek Jones, and it's Bradley in at the center position. White the pass to Levine. Nailed from three-point land. 8 points for him.
Levine.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be payback. Levine matching threes and making plays.
And Smithy, nobody's accused Levine of being a stellar defender, but the young man has improved in that area the last few seasons.
Greg, he's always had the physical tools to be a good defender. It's been his awareness that's kind of held him back. But his weak side rotation and his D has gotten a lot better.
Levine finds DeRozan. 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And so MV will bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Offline with his three. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. White, wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Pritchard. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Here's DeRozan. And that one drops. DeRozan's got 9 points in the quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Boston shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. Hangs on the trifecta.
And not thinking twice about it. Fantastic decision by MP to go right up with that one.
Outside, Levine. Pass to White. Over MP. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
All three off the mark. Chicago's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Back to Levine. Bradley against Cantor. Outside Bradley. Back to Levine. And Levine throws it down.
I expect this from Zach LaVine to put on a show at the rim. Defense should have seen that coming.
MP and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. MP's got 22 points. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Chicago. He finishes with 9 points. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. In the post, it's Tatum and Williams. Dennis Schroeder is out there with MP, and it's Brown in at the threesome. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Left side, Ball, and it's off from three-point range. Boston trailing, and here's MP for 3. Count it, and with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And credit the coaching here. You know, if you can get MP into a rhythm, he can take over.
Pass to Vucevic. He dishes it to Levine. The pass to Ball from outside the arc. Rebound, Boston.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considered he's hit none since.
MP deciding where to go with it. And again, Boston with the triple.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Bulls trail by 4. Ball with it. Passes to Vucevic. He kicks it to Levine. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No coverage that time.
Lonzo Ball.
Outstanding read by Ball. Sizes up the situation and hits the biggest shot of the night.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And it's DeRozan missing. And a wide open look for MP. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Now, you face some criticism online, especially on Twitter, by some who say you care more about scoring than winning games. Now, how do you respond to those criticisms?
Look, anyone who says that doesn't know me. That's ignorance on their part. And I don't have time to deal with ignorant people. I only care about people who got my back. You understand me? People who since been there since the beginning. If coach is on me, if my family is on me, then I'll worry about it. But otherwise, I could just care less.
But do you think this perception of you influences the way you're covered in the press?
I mean, you're asking me about it, aren't you? So yeah, it obviously does. But I focus on the people in this locker room. That's all I care about, Frank.
It's a new vibe, a new way. I can ball in real life, this ain't 2K. And my girl said, look, you wanna do